subscribe my channel and encourage my channel also. As you can see that we are going to discuss regarding the chapters. The first chapter in the CBSE class is real numbers. Second chapter is polynomials. The first chapter we are going to discuss about the real numbers. So what do you mean by real numbers? I think you must be, you already learned in your 9th standard. What do you mean by rational numbers? What do you mean by irrational numbers? So first let us have a discussion about rational numbers. So rational numbers, let me have a brief recall on a rational number. Rational number is in the form of P by Q form. Where P and Q are integers. So these are integers and Q should not be equal to 0. So you call it as a rational numbers. I think these are the things which you already learned. I just made you people to recall what you learned in your last year class here. That is, rational numbers are those which can be expressed in the form of P by Q form, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. So this is what you learned. You can take any example. 0 also can take, minus 2 also can take. You can take any example. 0 is also an example. Minus 1 by 2 or 3 by 4. Any examples you can take and say these are rational numbers here. So this is a brief explanation about what do you mean by rational numbers. Now this next concept is what do you mean by irrational numbers. So also you people have learned last year. If you have not learned, you can just recall what you are learning now. Irrational numbers. Irrational means the numbers which is not in the form of P by Q form. That is nothing but irrational numbers. Which is not in the form of P by Q form. Irrational numbers. See, you can take for example root 2, root 3, root 5. You can take, these are examples can be taken for irrational. Root 2, root 3, root 5. So root 2 is not in the form of P by Q form. It is root 2. See, for example, if you take a root 2 value, it will be 1.414 and it keeps on going. Or you take a root 3 value, it is 1.732 and keeps on going. It is called as non-terminating, non-recurring numbers. So such numbers we call it as irrational numbers. So students, you should know what do you mean by irrational, which is not rational, which is not in the form of P by Q form. So you call it as irrational, which is not rational. So examples I gave you, root 2, root 3, root 5, and you should also have an idea about what you mean by prime numbers also. Prime numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 1 and itself. Which are divisible by 1 and itself. We call it as a prime. For example, you can take a 2, you can take a 3, you can take a 5, you can take a 19, you can take a 17. So these are called as a prime numbers. Why you call it as a prime numbers? Because it is divisible by 1 and itself. So those numbers we call it as prime numbers. So that has to be noted down, students. It's very important because you are going to use this concept again when we are solving the problems. So you should know what you mean by prime numbers. And you should also know what you mean by irrational numbers also. So next is concept. I hope you are all clear with these the basics what I am trying to explain to people. Let us move on to the next concept here, students. That is composite numbers. Composite numbers. So what do you mean by composite numbers? Composite numbers are those which are not prime numbers. Composite numbers are those which are not prime numbers. You can take for example, if you take a 9. If you take a 9, 9 is not a prime number. It is a composite number because it is possible to write 3 into 1. You know, it is not divisible by itself also. It is divisible by 1 also. It is divisible by 3 also. So we call numbers like 9, 4, 16, 64 All these examples, it can be given for composite number, students. I hope this composite numbers are also clear to you, all of you. Now, after knowing your composite numbers, about prime numbers, now let us know what do you mean by real numbers. That's a chapter name. Real numbers means what? Real numbers is denoted by capital R. Real numbers is denoted by capital R. It is nothing but sum of rational plus irrational. So sum of rational plus irrational. Q stands for rational numbers. Q bar stands for irrational. This is called as rational. So you can keep in your mind, Q means it's nothing but rational. Q bar means irrational. So sum of rational and irrational numbers we call it as real numbers. That's the topic name of this chapter. Real numbers means it is sum of rational and irrational numbers. So that is what you mean by. So today we are going to discuss with you this chapter, real numbers. So in this one concept we are going to learn in this. The concept is every composite numbers can be expressed as product of primes. Every composite numbers can be expressed as a product of primes. It's one of the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What do you mean by fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Fundamental theorem of arithmetic, every composite numbers can be expressed as a product of primes. So that is the theorem number 1, which is there in your textbook, in NCERT textbook. You can just refer your textbook. What it says means theorem number 1. Every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes. See, for example, I will take one example for you to explain you about this concept here. Let me take an example. One example, that's 24. See, 24, we can write this as 24 as 2 12s are, 2 6s are. We should take a prime numbers only. It's a product of primes, no. So it should be very clear, students. Because you all of you know 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 and so on. Those are called as prime numbers. So I have taken 2 here. 2 6 are 12, 2 3s are 6, 3 1s are 3. So it is a product of primes. So what you can write 24 as? We can write as 2 into 2 into 2. It is 2 cube into 3. So 2 cube into 3. So this is actually we are explaining the concept. What's the concept here? Every composite number, 24 is a composite number, it is expressed as product of primes. So we call this is a fundamental theorem of arithmetic. This is the first concept we are trying to explain you. Like this, we have a lot of other sums also which we'll be discussing with examples for you people, students. A lot of examples are there for you people to be discussing about these, how to express the every composite number as a product of primes here, students. Yes, students, let us take some examples. As I said you, we will take 140, 156, 505. So these are 3 problems we are taking as a product of primes. So let us express these numbers as a product of primes to obey the first theorem, that is every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes. So let us start with the first one, 140. I think everybody should know that 140 means it is divisible by 2. 270s. 270s is 140 and 2 table again 235s. 235s are 70 and again we will move on to the 5 table because it's a 35, no? Always when units place 5 comes, usually it is divisible by 5. 5 7s are 35 and again 7 1s are. So you can see so clearly 140 is 2 into 2, 5 into 7. So what you can write 140 as? It is 2 square into 5 into 7. It's again a product of primes. We are expressing 140 in product of primes. So again similarly we can take a second problem, that is 156. So the same way we also can write this 156. As you can observe, all of you, 156 is divisible by 2 table. I think you should know the divisibility very well. What's the divisibility? 2 sevens are 14 and 1 carry, 2 eights are 16. So it is 278s are. So if you don't know, means better students, you just take out the working column and start dividing and see. Don't need to worry about it, because you can't, sometimes you make mistakes. See, in mathematics, if you make a small mistake also, you will lose marks. And you should not lose marks, means you have to be very clear of it, students. Always try to see as much as possible to do very easily the simplification, as much as possible. Okay, divisibility is like 78. 78 is also very easy. But if you feel something doubt, means in working column, you can write like this 78 and divide it, nothing wrong. So that even examiner will come to know that you are dividing and showing that how to divide. Okay, like 2 threes are 6 and 1 carry, 18 will come, 2 nines are 18. If it's a very big number, you don't hesitate to divide. See, many students have a lot of overconfidence. See, overconfidence is a very, very dangerous thing. You should be very confident. Always the confidence. See, confidence is more important in the life. Not becoming more confident and saying that I know everything, I can do directly. And they do directly. I'm not saying that you will not do it directly. You can do it. But sometimes you make mistakes also. To avoid the mistakes, it's better to divide and see is it the divisibility test is correct or not. So I'm just doing that exercise now. So let us come back to this now again. 239s is 78. Now again we can see that 3 and 9 is there. 3 and 9 means very clearly it is 3 table. I hope the 3 table is very clear to you. 3 table is 3 ones are, 3 threes are 9. That is 3 13s are. Next comes 13 table. 13 ones are. I hope you are very clear. I am just showing you simple examples so that when a big number comes, how to make it more simple. Okay, students, you can't do directly the simple, difficult sum. You can do a difficult sum later on, but you need to be very thorough with the simple sums first. That's what I'm trying to say. You should be confident with the simple sums in the beginning. As you keep on practicing, you can go for a sum which is slightly bigger number. Because in the board exams, definitely they will give for a bigger, like very complicated sums, not like a very, very simple sums. Because simple sums, everybody can do it, but you're all in 10th grade, so definitely you need to practice the sums which are quite bigger, so that you need to do correctly without mistakes. So better use the working column. In your examination time also, make one working column one side, and try to show the working how you are doing the simplification. Please don't make any mistakes in the working column, students. So here, what you can write here, 156 can be written as, it is 2 square into 3 into 13. So this is your 156 to be written as 2 square into 3 into 13. So next is third one, 5,005. I'm just taking now slightly bigger number. First two example, I showed you people with simple examples. Now let me take 4-digit numbers. 4-digit numbers I think you should be trying to do now. So 5005 means you will get an idea. What is an idea you will get? 5 is there in the units place means immediately you should divide by 5 table. That is understood to people, students. I hope this is very clear, because 5 table it goes, it doesn't go with any other table. So 5 ones are 0, 0 ones are. Now it comes a problem for you. 1 0 0 will come, 1 will come. Which table goes? It is very important to understand now. Which table we will take it now? After next prime number, because you should take only prime numbers, you cannot take even numbers, because we are trying to show the composite number is a product of primes. So after 5, you should take a 7. So take a 7 and see that is it possible to divide 1001. So let us take this 1001, which is by 7. Just try it out, students. Don't try to hesitate to try, because without trying nobody will get a perfect answer. I know immediately you may not get it. Is it right? So you should try it out first. So let us take 7 table. 7 ones are 7. So 10 minus 7 is, it is 3, 30. So 7 fours are, 4 sevens are, or 7 fours are 28. And 30 minus 28 is 2. So one number will come down, that is 21. So it's going by 7 table. Is it interesting or not, students? See how the numbers will come. After 5, it will come 7. After 7, it will come 11. If it's not going by 7, you should go by 11 only. So it's coming by 7 table. So 7 threes are 21. So it is going by 7 table. So we will take a 7 table here. 7 143 times. 7 143 times. So this is how you have to think how to go with this sum, students. 143. 143 comes means next prime number. You can't take by 2, you can't take by 3, you can't take by 5, you cannot take by 7. 11. If you take 11, you feel comfortable, you do it orally. If you are not feeling comfortable, as I explained you just now, do it and see if it's coming by 11 table. Okay, don't have to worry. Please do it and see. 143 divided by 11. 11 ones are 11. 11 ones are 11. So 4 minus 1, 3, 33. See, it's going so simple, no? It's very simple because it's going by 11 table. So again 11 threes are 33. So again we are going with the next prime number. That's 11. 11 13s are. I think everybody can say now. Next prime number. Which is next prime number? Obviously, it has to be 13. No other prime number is possible. So 13 ones are. 13 ones are. So you can see so clearly 5, 7, 11, 13. All are prime numbers. So we have expressed 5005 equal to 5 into 7 into 11 into 13. So this is very important for you people to be very clear, and definitely I would like to say at this point, students, see, you people are facing the board exams. There are two types of exams will be there for maths, especially for maths paper. One will be a basic paper, other one will be a standard paper. See, basic paper, usually the problems will not be so simple, but standard paper will be very difficult, of course. Basic paper means it doesn't mean that it will be very simple for you. It will be quite simple, but you should always try to see that these numbers, what you are doing in the class, in the textbooks, similar type of sum may come for exams. Not the same numbers, because you know CBSE board doesn't give the same sums for your board exams. You should be very clear of it. They may give the same type, simple sum they may give for basic paper, but you cannot expect same numbers will be given for your exams. And for standard people, I will be working out some more difficult sums, okay, so that you get used of doing the sums which are more difficult, with not with the 4, sometimes 5 and 6 digits also. So I will be teaching you some more difficult sums which are having 4 or 5 digits numbers. How to solve those type of sums will be letting you now. Yes, students, let us take problem 7429, 7429. So we need to express as a product of primes. This is the fourth problem in the exercise, NCERT. That's the fifth sum, 7429. So let us take which number is possible to divide here. 7429. As I explained in the previous class, previous problems, that we need to take a prime numbers. 2 is not possible at all. 9 is coming here, and next 3. So don't get confused with 3 here. You can just divide and see 3 2s are 6 and 1 will come, 3 4s are 12, 22 will come, 3 7s are and 19 comes. So it doesn't possible at all. So it's not possible 2 also, 3 also, of course 5 is not possible, 7 is not possible, 11. You should just think about it. 11 is possible. Just try. If you have a confusion, means better you try and see. 11 is possible. 11 7s are 11 6 are 11 6 are 66. You can just see here 11 6 are 66 and 74 minus 66. It will be how much is that? 72 82. 82. So again 11 7s are 77. 77 means 82 minus 77. 82 minus 77 is how much? It is again 5. Again comes 59. You can't get it all by log table. See, you have to do it and see that is it possible or not. It doesn't mean that you should do directly the sum. Is it right? So always have that patience. Patience is the key for the success. Patience. You should have a lot of patience and calmness. Whenever you are doing the sums in the examination hall or if you are doing in the home, you should have a lot of patience and work the sum, students. You can't be very impatient. Suddenly you should not get the answers immediately. Many students have a habit of they should get immediately the answers. And if they don't get the answer, means they get frustration. Frustration is again a problem for you. If you get frustrated, whatever sums you are knowing also, you will start forgetting. So especially whenever you are doing mathematics problems, any problems, have a lot of patience and calmness in your mind and then start solving it. Definitely you will get it. You may get wrong first time, second time you may get wrong. It's okay. When you get wrong, only when you make a mistake, no, you will learn. Okay, it doesn't mean that you should get always correctly the answers. It doesn't. It is not a rule that. Okay, always think about it, how it goes on. So we have tried with 11, it's not possible. Next comes 13, next comes 17. Let's see the 17 table, okay? 7, 4, 2, 9, 7, 4, 2, 9. With the 17 table. 17 table, if you take 17, how many times it goes here? If you take 17, 3s are, 4s are, 4 7s are 28, 4 1s are 5, 68. 68 it comes. So definitely 17 4s are, 17 4s are, it is 68. 68 means 74 minus 68. 74 minus 68, how much is that? You should say immediately, students. You should be so fast. 62. So 2 will come down. So next you should definitely take 17 3s are. 17 3s are. 17 3s is 3 7s are 21. 3 1s are 51. So it's coming 51. So 17 3s are. It is 51. So 62 minus 51 means it is 2 minus 1, 1. 6 minus 5, 1. And comes 19. So I think 119 is coming here. So definitely you have to think about which is the table it has from 17. 7s are. If you think about 7s are, why I took 7s are means because the reasons are very important. What's the reason? Is the unit space is 9. That's what I'm telling you. You have to work with little bit smart work. Smart work is the thing which if you start thinking, no, you will automatically get the answers. 70 because 9 is coming in the unit space. So let us take a 7 because 7 7s are 49. So 7 1s are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it is 7 times. So it is 119. 19. So that means to say it is 437, sir. So it goes by 17 table and 437. So this is actually the way of solving it, students. So I think this much of working, you should do it in the working column. All the working has to be shown. The examiner who corrects your paper will be very happy to see that you have shown so clearly the working. Working has to be shown to the teacher. So the teacher will be, you won't have to write directly. Better always do the working, okay? It will be very clear for you also. Now come 437. 437, which table? 17 table is not possible at all. That is 100%. After 17 table, which will come 19 table. So let us see the 19 table 437, 19 table. So 19 also, again you should see 19 threes are what it comes, 3 nines are 27, 3 ones are 57 it comes. So 57 is definitely it's quite a big number. So you better take 19 twos are 2 nines are 18 and it is nothing but 38. 38. So 38 comes to as 43 minus 38. 43 minus 38 is it is nothing but 5. 5 it is. And 7 will come down. So definitely I hope you will understand. If 7 comes as I explained you, 19 is there. It has to be 3 times. 19 threes are. It is 57. 3 nines are 26. You can verify and see. It goes by 23 times. So it is 19 table. It is going by 23 times. And again, you know, definitely after this, nothing to say for the 23 itself is a prime number. So it is nothing but 23 ones are. So it is nothing but 17 into 19 into 23. So this is a product of primes for the 7, 4, 2, 9. For 7, 4, 2, 9, it's a product of primes is 17 into 19 into 23. I hope you people are understanding, students, because it's very simple. But only thing is that, as I said, you should have a lot of patience and focus. Patience and focus are the two things. Patience means you should have that. If you make a mistake also, you should have a lot of patience to come back and do once again and see that how to get a correct answer. And focus means you should not get diverted. Your mind should be focused on that. You should see that you should get correct answer. That is what your way of learning. It is not just if you get a wrong answer, immediately you get somehow, I can't do this. No, don't say I don't do. I will do it and I will get correct answer. That is the positive thinking should be there in your mind. Your mind should work on positive things, not with any negative feeling that I cannot do this type of sums. It is so difficult. 7, 4, 2, 9. How should I know it is a 17 table, 19 table? But obviously, yes, I understand. You should have that. You will be having in your mind. I can't. You will never get like this immediately. You will have some patience to do it. That is how you will learn. So this is how the problem to be solved for 7, 4, 2, 9. I hope you are all clear with this dividing process.